Hello, we're back in the garden again. We had Storm Betty go through the past couple of days, so I moved all the peppers into the shed just to protect them. So now the storm's come through, I'm going to get the peppers back out, and I'm going to remove any ripe peppers. So I'll still put the camera down and I'll crack on, get a little bit of work done. Well, I've got a mixture of different peppers grown this year, and all of them are pretty mild. There's nothing here that's going to give anyone any cause for concern. I've got some sweet peppers called Robertina. That's the plant you can see just on the right of the screen. And I've also got California Wonder, which is on the other table. I've got Sweet Hungarian Wax, which is the plant to the left. And I've got Anaheim, which is another mild pepper. It's not as hot as a jalapeno, but it does have a little bit of heat, whereas the others are sweet peppers. And the last one I've got is red cherry. There's no red cherries ripe yet. There's a few green ones, and there's another red cherry plant with plenty of flowers coming through, but I don't have any ripe red cherry plants yet. All these plants are being fed on a mixture of an organic seaweed mixture. I'll see if I can get a picture of the product and show you. But yeah, this is I think this is the best pepper crop I've ever had. I mean, I've had some success in the past with some chili peppers, but never as much with the sweet peppers. I think that's quite a successful
I'm
harvest.
really pleased about.
There's still plenty of red ones on them. So we're doing really well for peppers this year. Welcome back to the plot, everyone. Before I get started, I just thought I'd show you a few things of interest and show you a little bit of what's going on today. I'm not actually going to do an awful lot today because I think a lot of today is going to be picking stuff, because there's a lot of stuff ready to pick, so I'm going to be doing most of that. But let me turn the camera around and I'll show you what else is going on. Okay, right, the mystery brassicas. If you look in there, I don't know whether you can see that or not, we have a calabrese, and there's another one there, although that one's got some slime trail over it from a slug or a snail. So I might put a few pellets down around them. But if we get back all the way up to here, we have actually got a little cauliflower. So I think these two, there's a little cauliflower in there as well. So these two are cauliflowers, and I think the rest of these are calabrese. And if you look at that leaf there, you can just see if I can get in there. There is two caterpillars from the cabbage white butterfly. Just one there. Can you see them? So they're going to come out. Oh, there's even a cabbage white stuck underneath in there. I don't know how he got there. So yeah, I'm going to get them out and get rid of those two caterpillars because they're destroying all the leaves. I'm going to have a little bug hunt around to see if there's any more caterpillars. And there's one there. So there was one there. This bed where I planted a load of seeds the other week, the weeds have really come up. We've had quite a lot of rain, so but I'm trying to figure out. There's beetroot there, which you can see. We've had some animals digging in here, that's why I've put the net over it. Got a big snail there on top of the net, so he's not got in. So I can see a couple of carrot seedlings, the tops of the carrot seedlings, and I know there is some, radish coming out. I'm going to do a bit of work. I want to tidy these up a little bit, pick some of the ripe ones and remove some of the lower leaves. These are doing okay. Let's just have a look at. These are still. Oh, that one's been swine. So that one's been got up by a slug of a snail. Oh. So yeah, all these scratty leaves down at the bottom, I'm going to take them off and see if I can support the plants a bit better. Oh, there's another one there. Right, I'm going to remove all this wood, give this area a weed, see if I can get rid of hiding places for slugs and snails. And I'm going to put some green beans in here. Well, I'm just going to get some of these beans. We seem to be cropping these every weekend we come up, and they're still, I mean, if you look at that there, you can see the oldest beans through to the youngest beans on that. So there's, what, 7 beans still on that little part, getting ready for probably next week. But yeah, it's been really good. I've got a big bag of these in the freezer. Delilah's had some. We're practically having beans with every meal. It's been a really good crop of this. We've had quite a good day actually. We've just been going around doing light duties and picking stuff. I'll show you the tomatoes we picked earlier. We've got some lovely tomatoes, and I've gone round and I've sort of reinforced the stakes holding my tomatoes up, because a few of them were getting low to the ground, and I've taken off some of the lower leaves to help increase airflow around the tomatoes so we don't get the dreaded blight. But yeah, these beans are everywhere. It's fantastic. And what I'll do with the last lot, when it looks like the plant's dying, I'll leave the last lot on the plant to dry, and I'll have some dried beans to use through the year as well as saving some seed for next year. Yes, it's a nice problem to have. Too much produce. It's okay if you can freeze them, and these freeze really well. So it's not really a problem, because you can freeze them and have beans throughout the year. Well, it's at this point the sound quality got so bad that I've just decided to overdub this while I'm doing assembling the video. I did buy a couple of external microphones that I could plug into the camera, and they would have just clipped onto the front of my shirt, which would have been better, but the sound quality was so poor from them. I sent them back, and they just made this horrible buzzing noise, and you could barely hear what I was saying. So I'm still on the lookout for an effective set of microphones that I can use wirelessly, and I can use on a windy day, so they'll have a wind muffler on them. So I think I'll be examining Amazon over the next week to see what sort of microphones they have available. Blotter beans, I don't think I'm going to grow them next year, as I'm not getting an awful lot of them for the space they're taking up. So something new for next year. I think that's going to do it. Loads of beans. Going to need to get a stronger bag. Okay, so that's the beans. On with the next job. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I've got 3 bags of compost that I've brought from home. I'm going to put the compost over this bed. I've already put a couple of wheelbarrows of compost from the compost bay on the underneath the green gauge tree, but I'm just trying to improve the soil structure really, because it goes hard like concrete when it gets dry. There's not an awful lot of organic matter in the soil, so I'm hoping by putting some of this homemade compost, yes, I will get weeds, but by putting the homemade compost on the bed, I'm just hoping it's going to improve the soil over time. So grass trimmings in the bottom of that bag. They can go in here. So this is mostly made up of garden waste, kitchen waste and waste from the rabbits. Once I get this all raked in, I'm going to attempt to plant the French yellow beans, dwarf beans. Come in a bit. So these are the dwarf French yellow beans that have been growing in my truck back home, and I wanted to be a decent enough size to see if they could withstand the assault of snails and slugs. So it's about the third sowing I've done of these. All the others have disappeared overnight, basically. Here it is. So I'm just going to put a line in here. I mean, this soil looks quite dry, but we had practically 24 hours of rain yesterday. So hopefully, with these being a dwarf variety, they won't take long to grow. And Delilah assures me that these are the best beans you can get in the whole of France, these yellow ones. I'll find out the actual name for them, and just put it on the video somewhere. last one up here. And that's the French dwarf beans. What else I've got some spinach. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pot these on into the pots that the yellow beans were in, and I'll stick these in the greenhouse until they get a little bit bigger. Then we'll pot them out and maybe get some spinach over the winter. Well, I'm back at the house now, so I've just been washing all the stuff I've been brought back from the allotment. So let me just give you a quick look at what I gathered today, and probably what we'll be eating for the next week. So let me just spin the camera around and I'll show you. Right, this is what I brought back. I got a bag of green gages. The tree's full of the stuff. We'll be picking these until we're fed up with them. Delilah's got a huge big bag as well. She's going to take it to work and share with from some friends at work. We've got the Roma tomatoes. These are looking really nice. I'm going to try dehydrating these and preserving them in oil. So we've got some for during the winter time. But yeah, these look really nice. These tomatoes here are money maker. These were the ones that were ripe today. Probably next week there'll be others ripe. These brown ones are called black cherry. They've got, like a lot of cherry tomatoes, they've got a lot of habit of splitting if they take up too much moisture. And we had Storm Betty the past couple of days, so I had to throw maybe about a dozen away that were all splitted. This is one of the Beef Master tomatoes. It did get a little bit of a nibble from something, but I'm just going to cut that bit out and I'll see what the rest of it's like. A couple of green beans, might grow these again next year. Purple beans, definitely grow these again next year. Grow these every year. This is half of what I picked today. Delilah's got the other half. We're picking about this much every week, so definitely a good bean to grow. These are two of my, I think they're either Robertina or California Wonder sweet peppers. And these ones here, these are the Hungarian wax sweet pepper. They're not the Hungarian hot wax, they're just the Hungarian wax. And these other peppers here are the Anaheim peppers, which have a little bit of heat, but nothing that's going to make you cry. So yeah, quite a good day, and yeah, we both went home with our bags bulging full of food that we'd gathered today. So I'm going to wrap up now. Thanks for watching. If you feel like you want to subscribe, please feel free to subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. And if you do subscribe, hit the bell icon so you get notified whenever there's any new videos put on the channel. But that's it for me. So bye for now. Take care and I'll see you next time.